children need to learn so much. People look at the Kreedo curriculum and we have things like addition for young children, a 2-digit addition for a 4.5, 5-year-old child, or multiplication for a 5-year-old child. And all our children actually do it amazingly well. But despite that, we as adults sometimes feel, are we pressurizing the child? Does the child really need to learn so much? So let's understand a little bit about why learning early is important and what is too much and what is too little. A small example, when a young baby starts talking, maybe at the age of 1 or sometimes 10 months, sometimes 1 year, 2 months, each child has a different time zone to start talking. Whenever it's appropriate, when the child is ready, the child will start speaking. But we as parents, as adults, grandparents, uncles, aunts, we talk to the baby from the day the baby is born. In fact, mothers even talk to their children when the child is in the womb, because we know there is a process of absorption that's happening from the time the child is conceived. The child takes 10 months to absorb all the words that they have heard from all around them. And whenever the child is ready, which may be at the age of 1 year, the child actually starts talking back. Slowly first, a few words, and then much more later. Now, does this mean we say, hey, talking as a curriculum starts at 1, so let's not speak to the child until the child is 1 year old? No, we start really early because children need time to absorb. But what if we put pressure on the child at 6 months and said, come on, I've spoken to you for 6 months, now you need to start talking back? Do we do that? No, we don't. We know there's a time for that. But that doesn't mean we stop talking to children. The same way, if the expectation is that the child needs to do multiplication, say in class 1 or 2, whatever you think is age appropriate, the child needs to start it at least a year or so before, at least, and have an entire year to practice, slowly build the skill, get to a 25% competence, then move forward to 50 and 100 and so on. We cannot expect to start something and within 2 months say, hey, I've told you this 2 months ago, I've just started fractions, now in 3 months I need to see outcome for fractions. Then it's really rushing the child. So in fact, introducing things early to the child is something that's really powerful as a tool, and we at Kreedo have found that introducing addition, let's say at the age of 4, means the child gets an entire year to practice, absorb, assimilate. Somewhere halfway through the year, the child is pretty good with single-digit addition, which is just basically counting. By the time the child gets to 5+, the child is super confident because they've had an entire year to build on the skill. So that's one thing that we really need to keep in mind to say when is right, what is too much or what is too little. It's really not up to us, it's up to the child, but our job is to get the introductions right well ahead in time.